Communitas offers day program services in Wakefield, Woburn and Beverly areas. Each program supports individuals with developmental disabilities and autism. As part of our services, we create curriculum and activities that are designed to promote life skills and develop person-centered goals. These goals are continuously measured, reviewed and implemented by our professional staff teams, which includes clinicians, nurses, directors and assistant directors, case managers, lead and regular skills instructors.
I oversee all the components of the Beverly Day Hab. I do a lot behind the scenes, so it can be billing, meetings, overseeing all of the clinical assessments that have to be done to keep the program running and all the policies, but I also really like to maintain really meaningful relationships with all of my participants and staff. I honestly think that that's the #1 thing that you can do in any of the positions here, but especially as director.
I assist our director in the career services department, so not only do I assist her, I also just help with the general employees of our department. You know, if they need coverage throughout the day, if they need any assistance coming up with creative ideas, wherever they need it.
When an individual starts a program, they'll be evaluated by each of our clinicians, so that's a behaviorist, SLP, OT, PT, and our nurse. And essentially, after they do their assessments, we will work together to write up specific goals that they'll be working on. So an individual might be working on a lot of different things at program, but these are the specific in writing, we're taking data on goals. So some people have goals that are working on their money skills, others are independent living related. We have some clients who really want to get into cooking, or they have difficulty in social situations. So those goals are written by our clinicians, tracked by our staff, the instructors that they're working with every day, and all of that data goes to our case managers. So we have a monthly meeting with all our clinicians that we discuss all the information and make sure that if someone isn't meeting a goal, we can talk about why we think that's happening. And if someone is meeting it extremely quickly, how can we change it? Because we're all about growth and developing skills. That's kind of our main goal when working with the clients, is to make them as independent as possible and make sure that all of the goals that they're working on are meaningful to them and also are things that are achievable.
I collect all of the data that we run for the goals we have for each individual. So their instructors run these goals with them daily and then input all of the data into data sheets. So I'm taking all that data, turn it into progress notes that get sent to the parents and the specialists that we have to make sure that the goals that they made are running correctly. A lot of what I do here is it's a lot more client-oriented. I work directly with them and the specialists to figure out what goals we should be running for them at any particular time, what goals are actually going to be beneficial to them.
So a big part of the job as the skill instructor is running the goals that are set. We're recording that data, we're helping them incrementally increase, and we're able to see an increase in skills through that documentation and be able to pass that along to clinicians who are able to, even on a deeper level, help our clients and help them understand their bodies and their body's capabilities. A lot of what my personal focus since I've been here has been a lot of physical wellness. I lead workout classes every week. And then the other side of what I've been focused on has been a lot of emotional awareness and emotional development. I'm trying to help people understand what a healthy degree of challenge is and how to challenge yourself and how to embrace challenge as a way to grow. So I've made several different pieces of curriculum, and it gets people critically thinking about what their ability is, how they can grow, how they can push into new levels of connectivity and integration in their community.
Hold on, there's a light. If there's a light telling you not to go, good point. What do you think?
Every day Hab site is required by regulations to have a registered nurse. Primarily it's doing first aid, but also all the paperwork that we are responsible for collecting and organizing and creating. Monthly, the nurse and the specialists and the directors meet to how to best support the individuals. Any day when you come in, if there is a need to reach out and support and help any of them, you do.
Call to reach the fire department, police, or ambulance if you need help. What's your emergency number?
911.
Yep, 911. Excellent.
All of the staff get here at 8 a.m. We do cleaning and prep work. Usually all of the staff have their weeks planned ahead of time. We meet every day as a team to kind of do a team huddle to make sure everyone's on the same page. And then at 9 o'clock, all the individuals come. The individuals are all in different groups with different instructors, but the days are pretty much scheduled in an hour-by-hour block with a lot of activities that hit all of their goals. We like to do a lot of outings in the community, and then everyone leaves at 3 and we have an hour to kind of break down, prep for the next day, have any meetings we want to have, and make sure that our classrooms and curriculum are all kind of up to snuff for the week to come. You really need to be able to be observant, flexible, creative to work well with the individuals that we serve.
I think that it's not so much that a person would feel as though they need to have a lot of creativity coming into this job, but I think that this job draws creativity out of people. And this job continuously makes you think outside the box. It makes you come up with new ideas and new ways to approach topics, new ways to approach different items in the community and connect with people. I think you need some type of optimism, an encouraging seed inside of you that makes you excited to connect with people. Social ability is a big piece of this job, and being able to remain positive is going to be something that's going to aid you tremendously in this job.
I think it takes an individual, any person that really cares and likes working with people. If that is your desire.
If you have the ability to care deeply for other people, then you can be successful in this line of work. I think, at least for me, a lot of it has just been getting to know our clients and coming to love and care for our clients, and that makes the work so easy. I've never worked in an atmosphere or a field that really cares about their clients in the same way that Communitas does.
Every program is in communication and everyone knows each other. It's really nice that even when I was an instructor, I felt like the CEO and the director of day services and even the director of residential services knew who I was and recognized me. This is the type of company that if they see a hard worker, they're definitely going to look into helping that person grow.
I don't think that I've worked at a job that has ever enabled me to have the level of flexibility and creativity with how I approach connecting with clients. I've been so very encouraged to try new things, to experiment with the ways that I teach, and I've been given the resources to do those things. So if I come to my manager, my boss with an idea, they say, that's a great idea. I'd love to see you do that. Is there any way that I can support you?
The clients we serve, I don't know how we got so lucky, but they're just amazing. We tend to have just a really energetic bunch that are just a lot of fun to work with and just so insightful and bright, and that's just a really nice thing to come into work every day.
I'd say I've gained as much from working with our clients as they may have gained from working with me. They each have their own way of understanding the world, and because of that, they each have something to teach you about how the world works.
I find so much joy coming to work here. I know that what I'm doing is having impact in people's lives, and it's tangible impact. I can see the growth and I can see the progression, and I can see how much joy I can bring into people's lives.
I'm excited about going to work. This is like an extension of my life. Like I have my home life, and then I have where I can come to Communitas. I really just value being here and just have an impact on them and then them on me as well. It's just a great place to be. This is the best job I've ever had. It is just such an incredible job.